Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to start with a new topic of maths, that is subtraction. Okay? Now children, first let me tell you what is the meaning of subtraction. Okay, so listen carefully. Okay, I am having 5 pens. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I am having 5 pens. Okay, out of these 5 pens, I have taken out 2 pens. Okay, so now after taking out these 2 pens, I am left with how many pens? 1, 2, 3. Okay, listen again. I was having 5 pens. Out of these 5 pens, I have taken out 2 pens. Okay, so I am left with how many pens? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so taking out some number from another number is called subtraction. From this 5, I took out 2. This is called subtraction. Listen to one more example. See, suppose if your mother gives you 10 chocolates, okay, then she tells you that you give 5 chocolates to your brother or sister. Okay, so you take out 5 chocolates and you give to your brother or sister. You were having 10, you have taken out 5 and you have given it to your brother or sister. So now you are left with how many chocolates? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you are left with 5 chocolates. Earlier you were having 10, you have taken out 5, now you are left with 5. So, taking out a smaller number from a bigger number is called subtraction. What it is called, children? Subtraction. You have studied subtraction earlier also in class 1. Yes? So, we are going to start with simple subtraction today. I am going to teach you 2 methods of doing subtraction. That is first by using your fingers and the next one is by drawing lines. Understood? So, let's start with the finger method first. Okay? Now, this is O. Okay? This O stands for ones place. What it stands for? Ones place. Now I am writing 5 over here. Then below I am writing 2. Okay. Now I am putting this sign. Now children, you have to remember this sign is the subtraction sign. This is called minus. This is the subtraction sign. Okay. So it means we have to subtract now. Okay. On top you are having 5. Okay. So you take out 5 fingers. Below you are having 2. So you have to minus 2 fingers. Okay. So minus 2 fingers, 1 and 2. Now you are left with how many fingers? 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. You are left with 3 fingers. So what do you get after subtraction? 3. So what you will write over here? You will write 3 over here. Okay. Have a look at one more simple example. Again this O stands for ones place. Okay. So I am going to write 6 over here. Okay. From 6 you have to minus 4. Okay. This stands for subtraction. This is subtraction sign. Okay. So take out 6 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have taken out 6 fingers. Now below is what? Below is 4. Okay. So subtract 4 fingers from these 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you have taken out 4 fingers. You are left with how many? 2. 1, 2. Okay. So you will write 2 over here. Understood? So this was using your finger method. Now I'll show you one more example in which you will draw lines to do subtraction. Okay, so have a look over here, children. This is ones place. Up is written 8. On top 8 is written. So how many lines you are going to draw? You are going to draw 8 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, you have drawn 8 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lines. Now below it is written 4. So you have to cut out 4 lines from these 8 lines. So start cutting out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you have cut out 4 lines because below 4 was written. Now count how many lines you are left with. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are left with 4 lines. So what you are going to write here? 4. Okay. So this was single digit subtraction. Now next I am going to explain you 2 digit subtraction. Okay. Now children, this is 2 digit subtraction. As you can see, 2 digits are given over here. Now I've always told you, whenever you are having 2 digit sums, whether it is addition, subtraction, multiplication or division, you always have to start from ones place. If you start from tens place, your answer will be wrong. So you always have to start from ones place. Okay. Now at ones place, what is given at top? 6 is given. Okay. So you have to draw 6 lines. So let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, I've drawn 6 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now below what is given at ones place? 2 is given below at ones place. So I'm going to cut out 2 lines. Okay. 1, 2. I have taken out 2 lines. Now let us count how many lines I am left with. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am left with 4 lines. So I am going to write 4 over here. Okay. Now have a look at tens place. Up you have 4. What you are having up? 4. So you are going to draw 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now below you are having 1. So you cut out 1 line. Okay. Now how many lines you are left with? You have to count. 1, 2, 3. You are left with 3 lines. So here you will write 3. Okay. Now have a look at this example, children. Always start from ones place. So at ones place, on top you have 7. What you are having? 7. So how many lines you are going to draw? 7 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 lines are drawn. Now below what is there? 4 is there below. So you are going to cut out 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have cut out 4 lines. Now count, you are left with how many lines? 1, 2, 3. Left with 3 lines. So here what will come? 3. Okay. Now over here on top you have 2. So you draw 2 lines, 1 and 2. Take out 1, cut out 1, you are left with 1. So you are going to write 1 over here. Okay children. So this was 2-digit subtraction. Okay. Now after this I am going to teach you borrowing sums. Now children, what is the meaning of borrowing sums? Like see in class, when you don't bring your pencil, what do you do? Or when you don't bring your eraser, what do? You borrow it from your friend. You ask your friend to give it to you. So this is called borrowing. You take it for some time, you use it and then you return it back to her. So this is called borrowing, children. Now you have to remember, when do you have to borrow? While doing the subtraction sums. Okay, so I'll tell you when do you have to do borrowing while doing the subtraction. Now children, remember that in subtraction, always the number which is given on top has to be bigger than the number which is given down. Okay, so what happens when the number given on top is smaller than the number given down? Then what do you have to do? In this case, you have to borrow from tens place. Okay, you can see over here the number given on top is 3 and the number which is given down is 8. 3 is smaller and 8 is bigger. In this case, you cannot subtract. So you have to make this number a bigger number. How you are going to make this number a bigger number? You are going to make it bigger by borrowing from tens place. That is, you are going to borrow from this 5. Okay. So when you borrow from this 5, this number is going to become a bigger number. So children, when do you do borrowing? You do borrowing when the number given on top at one's place is smaller than the number given down. Okay. So let's start with it. You have to understand how you are going to do it. Okay, so this is a smaller number. We have to make this number a bigger number. So let's borrow from tens place. Okay, we are going to borrow 1 from this 5. Okay, so we cut out this 5. Okay, from this 5 we take out 1 and we write 1 over here. Okay, so from this 5 we have taken out 1. So how much is left? 4 is left. So here 4 is left. Okay. Here what is left? 4 is left. Now let's start subtracting. Okay. So here we have 13 now. Now 13 is a bigger number. Okay. And 8 is a smaller number. So now we can subtract. So we will draw 13 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So 13 lines are drawn. Now from these 13 lines, cut out 8 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 lines are cut out. Now see how many lines are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lines are left. So what is going to come over here? 5. Okay. Now here 4 is there on top. Okay. Why 4 is there? Why 5 is not there? Because from this 5, 1 is given to this 3. So 4 is left over here. Okay. So 4 lines will be drawn over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. From this 4, you are going to take out 3. So you have to cut out 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So you take out 3. You are left with 1. So what will come over here? 1 will come over here. Okay, so in this way you have to do borrowing. Now have a look over here, children. Again you will start from 1's place. On top you have 2 and below you have 5. Now 2 is a smaller number and 5 is a bigger number. In this case, what you have to do? You have to borrow from 4. You have to make this a bigger number. Okay, so we will borrow. From this 4, we take out 1 and we give it to 2. So this becomes 12 now. And you have taken out 1 from here. From 4, you take out 1. What is left? 3. So 3 is left over here. Now this is a bigger number, that is 12, and 5 is a smaller number. Okay, so you have to draw 12 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 12 lines are drawn. Below is 5. So take out 5 lines. Okay, cut out 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lines are cut out. Now see how many are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 lines are left. So what will come over here? 7. Okay. Now here you have 3. Okay. So draw 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Below you have 1. Take out 1. Cut out 1 line. 1 you have cut out. You are left with 1 and 2 lines. So you are going to write 2 over here. So this becomes 27. Okay. So children, this is how you have to do borrowing sums. Okay. I hope the concept of simple subtraction and borrowing sums is clear to you. Okay. So I am going to give you some sums for practice at home. Thank you.